Okay, here we go.
Yes.
This is Dirty Paws, and we're doing something unplanned, unprofessional, on the fly. And I have CyberFennec here with me, and we're going to unbox the new Fallout Wasteland Warfare miniatures set. Miniatures game.
Thing.
I feel kind of old doing stuff like this because I keep trying to call this a board game, and it's not. It's not at all. It has nothing to do with anything made by, who makes board games? Milton Bradley.
Yeah, there we go.
Milton Bradley. Anyways.
Or Parker Brothers.
So, this is a miniatures-based game. I honestly don't know that much about it or how to play it. We'll try to play it in the future. But this is in the same scale as like D&D or Warhammer, roughly, type characters. So, yeah, let's just get into it, see what's in the box. I should say, for anyone that's about to bitch about it, yes, the wrapper is off of it, but it's because our local game shop, Gateway Games, we literally bought this an hour after they took it out of the case, and they wanted to see what was in it too, so we just looked through the box there.
I was going to say, they unboxed it, but yeah.
Yeah, well, uncased it, undelivered it.
There we go, sure.
So the box itself is super, super high quality with a vacuum made with lasers, I think. Okay. I don't know where we're going to throw it on the floor. I love all the graphics that they've pulled from the game, or the game's style. This is more or less just like a basic starter guide. I have a feeling this plays a little bit like Flames of War.
Probably.
So, errata, all of the things they discovered were wrong before they published it, or after they published it.
It's nice that they include that.
Yeah, so you don't have to look it up off the internet.
Yeah.
Or word of mouth. And chits. So many tiny chits. This is a little bit intimidating for me.
And for me, I'm just going to lose them.
Well, on the upside, they actually...
they
included a bunch of little bags. A bunch of crack baggies to put the chits in. So... the movement system on this, instead of being measured out with a measuring tape like in Warhammer, these aren't actually rulers. The cards tell you which color to use or which combination to use, like for a rifle that has a close range and a long range, it'll use one of the sticks with another one after it for the different hit point values. Anyways, I watched a little bit about it. I am going to 3D print something to hold all these. So there's not one but two different play areas, and I do believe this is typically played on a 3x3.
Something like that, yeah.
Let's unfold one of these and see what this looks like. Oh, it's not double-sided. I was hoping it'd be double-sided. That is so not in focus. So this is definitely not 3x3. I wonder if this is half the map?
Yeah, I was saying the other half is the second page.
Let's see. Let's see if we can bury my desk. At least unlike my Pathfinder beginner box, you didn't have to like unfold this and put a rock on it for a week to get it to actually stay flat.
Yeah, see, there we go, because now we have a 4x4 grid of folds.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah.
Is that 4x4 or is that 3x3?
Well, I'm saying the number of squares that for the folds.
I think it's 3 foot by 3 foot, because I think that's about how wide my leg hole in my desk is. These are actually, I'm kind of impressed. I mean, they are like glossy, super heavy poster board almost, but
like
I can't think of it either. And I know where you're going with it, but
it's like when you get something printed at your local print place.
Almost like gallery quality digital printing.
Yeah.
So when we get into the miniatures are a lot like this. There's a lot of detail in the base. I'm used to like Warhammer miniatures with these very basic textured bases, and these are nothing like this. I'm totally folding this up wrong like a road map. So, rule book. And when I say book, it's actually a little book. But very well laid out. I've been watching some videos on this, and this rule book actually takes you through campaigns that introduce the concepts of play in stages. So you're not absorbing 10,000 rules and being dropped into it and hoping you remember.
Like Warhammer.
Like Warhammer. Warhammer is even worse in a way because you have to understand every other team's rules too.
Yeah.
Or be wary enough to make your opponent show you everything.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, yes, this is one of the first games. It's probably not the only game, but it's one of the first games I've ever seen where you can actually play solo. You can play yourself, or you can have multiple players where some players control the NPCs and some control the heroes, kind of like my Last Night on Earth zombie game. But you can actually truly play it solo. There are actually AI cards that determine what the NPC characters do. And campaigns. And this system is designed for you to create your own campaigns. And I can't wait to see what people are going to put up on the internet. Because my Last Night on Earth game... Yay, phones.
So sorry about that.
It's okay. We're not even supposed to be up this late. But my Last Night on Earth game, it's not even really built for campaigns, but people have wrote campaigns for it. You can find it on websites. But this is a basic starter set. If I understand this right, you can get the campaign book and the rule books in PDF format. Maybe even buy them separately, and you can just buy faction boxes. And every faction box or miniature box comes with cards and comes with a single campaign page. So, you're starting off with a 50-page book of campaigns. Probably 10 of that's explaining how to use it. But for every expansion you buy, you're basically adding another campaign module page into that.
That's cool.
Yeah. But the star of the show here is the miniatures. The miniatures in the base set, these are basically injection molded plastic. Let's pull the Deathclaw out here. So this is kind of a somewhat flexible plastic. They are, for being injection molded, they're actually really detailed. There we go. Now the camera's playing nice. Really, really nice. But all the individual miniatures and expansions basically are resin cast. So for those not familiar with miniatures, this material is much closer to like the Reaper Bones, Bonesium, no prime plastic stuff, flexible. Whereas all the expansions are going to be much closer to this Citadel fine cast Badruck character, which I know it's terribly primed, but as you can see, the fine cast stuff holds a ton of detail. Never mind my speckled priming from priming on a cold day. So for the miniatures, Start with the, I guess you would call these the player characters.
Yeah, I guess.
That T60. I'm probably gonna get that totally wrong. Someone's gonna point it out.
I don't know, just power armor.
Yeah, it's the power armor. Nora. So it seems like they based this set mostly off of Fallout 4. So, like all the Homestead. What's the initial Homestead called? You haven't actually played it, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, all the like Homestead characters can be bought as an add-on. They have stayed so true to the game. Like, they've replicated the pipe rifles and stuff really well. Yeah, the camera's not going to play nice no matter what I do. And I'm still picking up that basing crap off my desk. Anyways, you get the idea. Settler. Dog meat. So, yeah, I have a problem with trying to obtain dog miniatures. You see up there a couple of rubber animals that are close enough. Super mutants. There's, 3 super mutants in here. The mutant hound dogs. I don't actually know what those are called. Iconic Deathclaw. I can't wait till they do a Mirelurk Queen. I want to see that. I don't think they've done it yet, but they're more than likely going to. They have the Super Mutant Behemoths. And he's got his iconic fire hydrant with like 8 feet of pipe on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This little alien guy. As I understand, these were supposed to be for the pre-releases. I don't know if they decided to put it in the kit at the last minute or if these are pre-release purchases.
Don't know.
I don't actually know how the game shop got them. And the dice. Effectively, they're 10-sided dice, but they are very unique to this game and color-coded to the cards. I didn't bring a knife in here, did I? It's okay. I'm a hobbyist. I've always got a knife. A sharp knife, that's a different problem.
There we go.
Haha, you think so, but no. Okay. So unlike an RPG with a character sheet, you've got cards to define all kinds of stuff. Heroic actions. I'm actually not sure what these are. I think these are events that can get triggered at certain points. Anyone know where to get mini card sleeves? Explore. I'm fading out of the camera because I can't see both. Events. Okay, so events are a different thing. Distant gunfire. Shots can be heard in the distance. Maybe a group is hunting the Brahmin that frequent the area. Maybe it's trouble. See, it's this type of stuff that I find it hard to call it a board game because these are more like RPG triggers.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, the add-on faction sets will always come with a couple of each cards. So this is constantly expanding if you're adding on to it. Leader, these are leader traits that your group leader, which would be Nora in the base set, can use. Perks are exactly what they are in the game.
Nice.
Yeah. There is something about homestead development is I haven't got that far into looking it up yet. Danger. Basically bad event triggers. Strangers. Stranger danger. boosts, temporary bonuses,
items.
And items. And again, from what I've seen, these are very faithful. T60 power armor right off the bat. I think you can put this on a character even if they aren't a power armor character. Comfort grip, so they're even taking like the weapon modifications into account. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work. That I like that idea because that's one of the things I liked about Fallout 4 was weapon customization. Another random one. Cap stash.
Oh, look at that.
That's part of a loot. Anyways, moving on from there's too many of those to go through.
And then the character cards.
Character cards, yes. This is where we get into the interesting stuff about solo play. Or playing multiple people against NPCs. So, way more stats than you would normally see in a board game, for sure.
Yeah.
You've got one for every character in the box. Okay, that's what that guy was supposed to be. I've never seen that character. Through all those. These are called AI cards. This is how you get miniatures that play themselves. Of course, you have to move them, but...
Yeah. That would be cool.
It would be nice. We're not there yet. It'd be a very expensive game. I'm not even going to begin to try to interpret how this works, but this is a combination of like some random element, but with okay, this one doesn't have it. Some of them have like steps they have to go through. I think the robots had that. I don't know. But if we go through here far enough, there should be some blanks. Oh, they correlate to these, I do believe. Nope. Nope. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Oh, here we go. Target priorities as part of that. But anyways, I like that idea. I think that's how I'm going to learn to play, is sitting in here and torturing myself by losing to myself.
That's the best way to play.
So yeah, for now, that's it. But I'm going to be taking all these miniatures and one by one painting them on this channel. So look forward to that. I do and I don't at the same time because I've never painted some of these types of things, like an entirely skin creature. Right? Any opinions?
I don't know. It's very interesting. I have never really seen a game like this before, so it'd be very interesting to see how it plays. Yeah.
I think this is going to consume a lot of time and a lot of money of our life.
Probably. It's not as bad as the Star Wars X-Wing thing. Hopefully.
No, probably not. That's somewhere near Warhammer. Something I was actually kind of thinking is as a temporary stand-in for extra power armor guys. 40k Marines are kind of close.
That's actually very similar in size. There we go.
And I think the what do you call them? The guard would work as Brotherhood of Steel characters.
Oh yeah.
Plus, there's a huge 3D printing community for Fallout stuff. So as far as making terrain, they're going to offer a lot of terrain pieces to go with this set. But you could just as easily figure out the scale and scale down a lot of the stuff that already exists for this game. Some of the terrain sets they have maps kind of like that one that's in the box, except instead of being on a poster material, they're on a neoprene, kind of like this.
Yeah, like a card mat. Yeah.
Yeah, with heavy cardstock buildings and stuff that snap together. But for now, I think I already call that good, and I'll probably be revisiting this off and on the next couple months.
Yeah.